There's no perfect leader, but I think that in all mentors, there is always a fit that's necessary, right? Yeah, he thinks Marcus is got family values. He thinks that Marcus is worth exploring a meetup with just from the Instagram.
I run a team of 5,000 agents, and honestly, do I have a guilt that I don't have a lot of time for people? Yes, I have. So this is my second podcast of Keep It Real Estate channel, and today we have Sarah X again, who was on part 1. And if you want to go and find out her property journey, her thought process, her financial planning, the whole journey for a mother of 4 with 2 helpers, total 8 persons staying in the house, go and check out the previous video, which we have the full interview over there. And also, if you don't know who Sarah X is, she actually has 100 over K followers on almost coming 200K, is it, on Instagram?
Altogether, 200 plus lah.
Altogether plus TikTok, I think it's like 400.
No lah, 200.
Your TikTok, how many followers?
No lah, my TikTok haven't exceed yours lah.
Oh, is it?
My TikTok 76 now.
Oh yeah, well, her TikTok, but her Instagram is close to 200K already. So go check her out and see. She got a lot of interesting content lah. Sometimes we intro a bit lah. I also like quite amazed by how open you are to show everything about family. But let's leave it to another video if we can. If the first 2 video does well. So if you have not already liked this video, like, subscribe to the channel, because if you follow this channel for long enough, I usually give my advice and it's raw and it's uncut, and I can say things from the bottom of my heart, because I don't think anyone can cancel me anyways.
It's true.
So
they also tried to cancel me, they still haven't. So.
I also don't care. I mean, come. Just kidding. But I think, I feel like being honest and truthful is important, because only then you can sustain.
Yeah.
That's what I always believe. As you all know, I run a team of 5,000 agents, and honestly, do I have a guilt that I don't have a lot of time for people? Yes, I have. And Sarah today just received her top private property transactor. And she just joined me for how long? 1 year plus.
Less than 2 years.
Less than 2 years.
1 year.
1.5 years. So today, this topic is want to find out like her raw and unscripted. Like, do I really have no time? Like, how's the experience like working together? And as a mentor-mentee.
Honest feedback.
Who is doing well, who is doing well. Definitely for 1 year over year old agent. Currently, you are marketing houses like $4, $5, $6 million, and you successfully transacted even my house, which I personally think is not that easy to sell. And surely every day you got a lot of problems, and you need somebody to talk to, you need advice and all that. So can you just share a bit, like, do you think I'm super busy, and what some instances that you more memorable one?
Yeah.
Good and the bad.
So I must go from the very beginning, right? So when I was deciding who to join, because I mean there are a lot of good leaders in the industry, and there's a lot of people on social media also.
Yep.
So I'm sure, you have seen, if you're thinking of joining a team, you are surely going to go on social media and find right? Yep. After I passed, I just put a TikTok out. I said, hey internet, who should I join? I decided, hey, why don't I just go to the source of the source and talk to Marcus himself, right? So that's why I reached out to Marcus. So I actually met Marcus first, before I met everybody, as in a sense that he was actually the most responsive. So you think that Marcus the busiest, right? He was the one who replied me the fastest. In fact, he's like, oh, you want? Okay, tomorrow can meet. Then I was
when was the meetup? Like, how soon did we meet?
Like because I was actually in Jeju. I just got my results.
Oh.
Then I was actually in Jeju the last week of December. That's when the results for November were out, Yeah. Then after that, so we met only in the first week of January, but that was like already the earliest, because I only just came back on New Year's.
I cannot remember where we meet at. Where did we meet?
We were at your office. We went to your office at Mohammed Sultan at the time. Yeah. So actually, then I also asked my husband. I said, hey, all these people, right, you go and follow their Instagram and then tell me what you think, right? Then in my last chat with Marcus.
Oh, he was involved, quite
of
quite
course,
good.
Right? So then he said that he thinks Marcus is got family values, and he thinks that Marcus is worth exploring a meetup with just from the Instagram. He said, because some other agents only show their lifestyle, but we all know lifestyle is for show, right? He said, yeah, but I think Marcus most his posts are about family. So I thought about that before, right? So I think one of the things that struck us about Marcus, both me and Mark, with my husband. So my husband actually came to say hi also, because his office used to be nearby.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was actually in the area already at Mohammed Sultan at that point. So he also said, just to say hi, and then he went off lah. Right? So then when I asked, because he didn't sit down with you, I sat down with you, but I asked him, so how do you think? He said, oh, I think Marcus has a way of making you feel like he's very, very present, even though clearly he has a lot of things on his mind. Like you can see that he tries to give you his attention when he's there, like, like he just focus on you. So he said, I think that's quite good. So I thought, okay, this guy very busy, but he seems to be able to have that capacity. Because you see, not everybody can have a capacity to be very present, right? So I felt that was my husband's judgment, and I trust my husband a lot. So I said, okay, I mean, if you
not
feel
bad,
that,
I never see myself that way.
if you
before.
feel that way, then like, yeah, I think that Marcus is a good guy to learn from. And also I think that because he sets up, how do I say, real estate is still a business at the end of the day. It's not just like personal sales, right? And I come from business background. I never studied business, but like I was sharing with you in my own
you had a journey.
that like I've also been running businesses just before this. So I see that like
It was quite
watch the video. Watch the video.
It was quite impressive. The first time you got so much on your plate. You're like more busy than me, yeah.
Watch the video. So I think because coming from a business perspective, I felt that Marcus had a very interesting business model where, I mean, he has quite an extensive full-time team, right? And so even though we are not exactly using his team, but the team has a point of reference. There's a point of reference for the team. And also like, for example, like his brother Eric, Cecilia are also involved in the business. And so they kind of act as some supports beyond just him, which I think was very helpful, right? So I mean, that was what he said to me. He said, oh, I mean, I'm different from joining people below me, is that you have access in a sense to see my team and how I work, and that I have these people. So that was one. I think that's the first thing that struck me. And I think that then along the way, I think Marcus did spend quite a lot of time with me in the first few months trying to onboard my thinking, because to kind of just pass the RES exam and then move into sales and move into getting clients is really like, you have to...
It's quite strong.
You have to acquire a lot of knowledge in a very short time.
It's not emotional struggle. Like,
it's a very big cognitive load also. Like you have to just suddenly absorb a lot of new information, right? And then absorb all the things. But
then everybody's requirement different.
Yeah, so I think what Marcus did in the initial part was really to be able to spend quite a lot in the initial first, I think 3-4 months, spend a lot of time just going through decks with me, explaining this is what you would do for like upgrader.
We got to Zoom also. But I have to give it to you because you're very proactive. You will chill me. And that time I still don't have the Calendly booking system. So she make effort to also text me and say that, hey, let's meet. Then both busy, right? We do Zoom. No Zoom, right? Video call. Cannot video call. We talk on the phone. I feel like I appreciate that kind of proactiveness.
You people don't call you, man?
Sometimes people are a bit nice. They scared I'm very busy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, but actually,
I'm very not scared. I just call you.
I can talk on the phone one. But sometimes they will just feel that I'm very busy.
Okay, it's true that Marcus is very busy. And I think that he got very busy recently because he's now SVP at PropNext.
No lah.
So,
actually, no lah.
And then Norwood Grant.
Norwood Grant, yes. Seasonal, yes.
Yes.
However, day to day, I always got back with to talk on. Because many things, I feel that as a leader cannot be busy. That's my mantra. A leader cannot be busy. Because leaders shouldn't be leaders shouldn't have their hands full all the time. Why? Because you're supporting people. How can you support people when your hands are full of things? So you cannot see the CEO. Oh, the CEO very good. Go and wash the toilet. You should spend more time nurturing the next generation, not cleaning the toilet. Yep. The cleaner needs to have a job.
Yep.
So don't clean the toilet just to show that you are a servant leader. I feel like the age of the servant leader doing all these things, I feel like it's overrated.
It depends on how you view what is a servant, right?
I feel that being on the ground, giving the moral support, emotional support, creating networks that can bring, like now I'm talking to some CRM management. I'm trying to do it on my own also so that later I can show it to and make your life easier. So I feel like leaders should be testing new things, doing a lot of R&D, providing a lot of mentorship guidance, meeting people, establishing connection. I feel that should be the leader's job. So, but I appreciate that you are the one. Yeah, but now I got Calendly.
Now I got Calendly. I still never use, by the way.
Yeah.
So I mean, on the honest feedback, back to the honest feedback side, I think that it's true that there's times that he's unreachable and busy. He's traveling. He's at Woodlands. He's in JB.
JB also.
It is true. It's not as if like Marcus is like available at all times. But I would say that if you call him enough, he'll pick up. And if you throw him enough, he will definitely reply. And of course, I think besides that, when you do get on the phone with him, he does take the time to at least like
Talk
give you a
very long
perspective
one.
lah. Give you some perspective lah.
We talk very long one.
But honestly, right, when
phone
Marcus
call,
says, I'll call you
20,
back,
30
right?
minute one,
No, but sometimes when Marcus says he call you back, right, cannot expect him to call you back because he may forget. So then you have to call him back.
you can call me back.
Yeah, you have to really, really be like, oh, he didn't call me back. Okay, it means I got to call him back. Yeah, because like, he will mean that he got another call or he got somebody else who is like,
Yeah, or
in
maybe
some
something
situation.
stressful situation just happened.
Yeah.
Because if you ask me, right,
Yeah.
they always say that you are busy, I'm busy. But who is not busy?
We're all busy.
You're all busy, but no, I'm no sales. I'm not busy, I know sales. You're busy being a husband also. What? You're busy being a dad, right? You send your kids to school, all these things. Everybody has something to do. So people ask me, am I busy? I'm not busy. I'm just occupied. But is it busy? No. Because the person that think that they are busy will never grow.
Yeah. Actually, I want to also say that I think it's a lie that most people think that you have to be very busy to be very productive. And I think that that's something that, especially as self-employed, so to speak, or running your own business, no matter which direction you look at it, like I think what I want to try to do and what I want to try and learn from Marcus is how to be more strategic. Yeah, because I think that being strategic with your time, your resources, your relationships, that's more important than overworking and over-striving to the point of exhaustion, and then you still don't get the result that you want. And so I think that one of the biggest things that I think I'm still very grateful is that Marcus said, okay, do you want to also try to sell my house? Because at that point he was trying to sell the house.
Because you stay very near. And my friend asked me, why you never asked me to sell your house? Why you let the new agent sell your house? I say, because she kept asking. She kept asking. She like relentlessly every few days, hey, you let me advertise. Let you advertise. Wow, I think I want to advertise on my own because I want my brother to do the case. After that, hey, you let me advertise. Hey, let me advertise. Let me advertise. Then she really bring buyer from other project to come to my unit, to view my unit. And then I say, okay, let you advertise. But I will give you a small cut on the com. After that, until she becomes the exclusive agent.
No. We were just standing with Eric.
No. So like until I told Eric, like, never mind, you relax, you let Sarah. And honest truth, she sold above my oh no, the buyer may be watching this.
No, it's okay.
They closed in higher than my willing to accept lowest price. She know when the lowest price, she closed like 200 to 300k higher than the price that I willing to accept. And of course, I reward her with more a bit higher commission.
He's very kind. He's very kind.
Yeah, because I feel that you work hard for it. And I told my wife. My wife said, yeah, you should. And that time she heavily pregnant.
No lah.
Was it?
A few months only lah.
She almost fell down at the driveway. So yeah.
Oh yeah, the slippery part. Oh yeah. Okay, now I remember what you're talking about.
So working so that means your honest feedback is if you know that it is important, if I don't call back, you will call. Our job is glued to the phone. And usually I got this stress that I have every day. I strive to clear my messages as soon as I can.
It's very hard. I don't know how many messages he have.
I have a lot. I have a lot of messages.
Easily a few hundred. I mean, I have messages also, but I think he got...
Like now, we just calculate how many messages you get since we started filming. How many?
I cannot count. Aiyo, the group chat got so many.
I minus off the archive. What time we start filming? Wow. I got about 35 new people messaging me. 35. So I have to answer. And if you ask me, am I managing? I think I can manage. Like guys who are watching, I reply message quite fast on there.
Messages. Are you the only one replying all your WhatsApp? So you have to send all the broadcast list yourself?
No, that one the admin will do. Like we got deals going on together. Like on average, I close like 5 to 6 deals a month. So I got deals going on together. We got clients messaging you for things. My PA will message me about tomorrow's shoot. What is the script? Liaising things. Then my client also asking this weekend viewing how. Then a lot of things. But all these things are still within my mental capacity and I can manage.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I reply. Unless you ask me bo liao thing like you ask me 吃饱了没有 or you ask me this case how to do, then I will call you and tell you like, but text very hard.
It's that when you really need the help and the advice from Marcus and you really call him, right? I mean, he will really just give you the full 100% attention, which is why I felt that I think what my husband's judgment of Marcus was actually quite accurate. You know, even from he just met Marcus for like 5 minutes, he really can like suss Marcus out and feel that, okay, Marcus is someone who can actually still give you the full attention when you really need it. Yeah, so I mean, there have been multiple times where like, we're going through difficult deals. And of course, I mean, that maybe something else we can talk about specific deals. But I think that his experience, because he is so seasoned on the ground, right? And he's also witnessed, I think, a lot of other people's problems. So I think he really see the pattern, right? If this is the kind of pattern,
The client,
it's
the way to manage.
Yeah, the client archetype, then you really know, okay, this is the type, this is the way that we handle it. So I think that that kind of experience you can't shortcut. And so that's why it's important to be able to have access to this kind of experience.
And we also type very long messages.
Marcus will be like, okay, this is how you type the message, or he'll send me some example message. Okay, this is how you say.
Yeah, very long script.
This is how you say this thing.
Then she will type back. So like that, okay?
Yes.
Okay, maybe this one a bit. Because sometimes when dealing with clients, everybody will have different character. So I think character trait, because I can tell your character trait. I will know when you talk that time, there will be certain ways that maybe to certain character type of clients, especially in certain markets, maybe you have to tone down a bit on here or to add on a bit, and certain things are just nice, certain things just need to adjust a bit.
Yeah. So I mean, so that's one thing. And then the second thing I think that is that Marcus is actually very game. He's really willing, like, to just go and try new things. So I think, like he said, I think it's not just about what he says. I think it's what Marcus really do. Yeah, because when he says that he's going to try new things and push forward to explore what are better ways. If you ever heard of this book called Atomic Habits, you should listen to it. And
sorry?
Atomic Habits.
I listened to the ebook.
Yeah, so there's one part at the end that talks about how, sometimes you're in the habit of doing some things that you kind of like decline in performance because you're so used to it and you kind of like doing the same thing every day. But I think that because even though Marcus has been doing this for a long time, he's always finding new ways of trying to improve the things. So he's not kind of like just stuck at one way of doing things, but he's always looking for ways to like improve it, to think of how he can do it better. For example, like, even in social media, I think I look up to the way that he's still trying to, follow whatever the social media manager says is the trend. He will just do it, right? Whatever.
And then after that, people say uncle, do all this.
And then like, just sticking to the YouTube like once a week, just like live up to the promise, like just do it. Sarah said, hey, why don't we just do podcast for fun? Okay, let's do it. There's no perfect leader, but I think that in all mentors, there is always a fit that's necessary, right? So I felt that for all the reasons that we thought that we should join Marcus, I remember my husband was thinking about it, like, okay, yes, have family values, right? Someone who can be present, and also for me, someone who can eccentric. No, I mean someone who's also like values social media, because I'm a content creator, right? So I want somebody who at least understand the value of that, and I can also look at as a point of reference, right, for real estate related things, right? Because my own channel is more family related. So I mean, for all these things, I think that it's been really a great journey working with Marcus so far. And whatever resources that the whole team has given besides him, it's also, I think the culture of the whole team is actually very, very positive. Within MLD, there's a lot of sharing and caring. There are these group chats that even when you don't know anything, you just throw the question, someone will answer you. Yeah, someone will answer you, right? Yeah, so I think that that's one of the strengths that I think we have as a very big team, right? And even though like I don't know every single one, but like for example, like I want to have coffee with Melo. I want to have coffee with like Sean Seed or Jun Ling or whoever. It's random people that catch my eye who I'm inspired by, or Kelly Pham, right? I'll just message them and then I just like try and arrange, right? And everyone's still very open to do that.
So do you get very FOMO when you see, like, example, one team under me, example, they create their own trainings, and then like everybody go for the training. Then how's your feeling like? I mean the actual, you feel like, hey, what is it about? Actually,
you know what?
You feel FOMO or not?
No, actually the thing is that in my mind, I know that eventually I have to be the one to do it. Yeah, as in I know that these guys, right, they're successful in building teams because they come up with system and culture.
Correct.
Yeah, and eventually if I want to do a business and be serious about the business, eventually, because it's a phase, I need to be the one to set up the culture. And
so you don't envy like, hey, you see, they under them, they can go for all this. Actually, because it's a real problem.
No, so especially for me, I'm just the kind of person who I'm very good at doing like solopreneuring, because that's what I've done before. But that's just my personality, because out of the people that contacted me, I did go and visit team meetings. I actually went to see.
Yep.
Yeah. And then when they were doing their team discussion and then they were sharing all those things, I look at it and I was like, wow, so they have to keep on meeting as a team. Then if I don't go there, do I feel like very extra or very like, like I'm very out of it if I don't feel it's interesting to me? Then like, will I be a bit like extra? Is it like in the sense that like,
because we also
if the topic was not interesting to me, but then like it's supposed to be a team thing, then if I don't attend, then am I like, either number one, I'm missing out, or number two, like do they
You're
feel
outcast.
like, do they feel that like I'm not serious enough to be part
or
of
you
the team?
look down on them?
No, like to be part of the team. Because to be part of the team, right, you must really go for all the events. You must really go and do all these things, which for church, I have done before.
Yeah.
I understand the need. To build culture, you must have a lot of events. And even at MLD also, we got a lot of events. Right?
Yeah. Now less already. Tone down.
Yeah. But like, actually for me, because I got a lot of commitments with 4 kids, so I really can't attend so much of this kind of events. So I just very strategic. For me, it's like, if I actually can't commit to the team's events, then why I join a big team like that? Because actually, I also can't commit. Yeah. So
that means you went to visit people, the leaders with teams.
Yes.
And realize that they will do more and even
they have quite a lot of
more
events
things.
and trainings and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing, because if you need it and you are like,
because some people just need to constantly have ideas.
Correct. So it's not as if like on the MLD level got no trainings. There's a lot of training also.
You also come for my coaching one.
Yeah. And then sometimes Marcus has his own like, individual thing. I will try to attend all of Marcus's.
Is it hard to get me to do coaching 1-to-1?
What do you mean? Like just talking to you?
1-to-1, yeah. To do a business review.
Yes. We had to reschedule for like, I don't know, 3 or 4 times.
Why?
Because you were so busy.
With Norwood Grant, is it?
I don't know lah. At the beginning of the year, it was very difficult. You had a lot of things lined up.
Meeting.
Yeah, a lot of things lined up.
Don't need to cut this one, just put.
Yeah. By the time we met, it was like quite like March, April, something like that, very far down already.
Oh, really? Yeah. But why we never talk on the phone, man?
No.
It's okay. I mean, it's the truth thing, lah. I mean, this is honest, ma.
Yeah.
I mean, if you...
Yeah. But I mean, going back to the thing about feeling whether jealous or not, it's more like, because I need to work on my own terms, to be honest. So that's why sometimes I don't like being part of a larger team that has a lot of things in place that are fixed, that I need to attend.
So you don't need to feel...
But of course, sometimes I'm like, these people have like, look like they got a lot of nice slides. I don't have nice slides. Then next time I'm gonna make myself It's like, as in like they design very nicely, like they go and put some aesthetic. They go and design in like Canva or what, like.
Correct lor. Then you can always, that one not difficult.
No, so anyway, I really go and do my own presentation because I'm like, okay, I need to do my own presentation, do lah. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not the kind of person who is like complaining of what I don't have. Whatever I need, I try to make. And in the future, if I know that people need this thing, then I will make lah, right? I mean, for my own team. Yeah, so I think as a leader, it's necessary. I mean, and I think Marcus just does what he's required.
So no FOMO lah.
No, so for me, because I see myself as a leader, I don't see myself as a follower. So I see that if I need to do this, I just do it myself. And in the future, I'll go and pass this on to whoever needs it. So I mean, in a sense, I see myself in a similar position. I don't see myself like, oh, I have to be the one receiving. I think that if you want to be the leader of a business, any business, you have to see yourself as someone who's the one who's starting, the one who's trying to push for it, and the one who's giving, right? Not just the one who's like taking and receiving all the time. I mean, that's what I feel lah. Yeah.
That's a good point. That was...
And I think that Marcus does that. Yeah, and I think that Marcus
because
does
last time when I first joined the company, when I joined the real estate industry, I was in a team whereby we don't have so many activities, no business model, no system, no nothing. I always look at the other teams that actually have a system and is run on the system. I always envy them lah. I mean, in my mind, I envy them, but I don't feel that they are doing better because they have the system. I feel that if I don't need a system, I am the system. Why? Because if you're a system, you need to share with a lot of people, right? And I see they got the trainings also. And I listened to the training before. These are similar to the things that I learned and similar to things that I'm telling people as well. So why do I need to have another training that talks about the same thing just in a different manner when I am actually saying the same thing? Yeah. So I think that's a very, very good point, that you should see yourself as the creator and not as the taker. Importantly is, don't forget, the shortcuts are already there. You just need to repurpose. Yeah. And
thanks for the reminder.
Yeah, don't go and redo everything. Don't even. I already do the 80% of the job. You just need to do 20%. Make it your own. Canva, Cho and can already.
Oh my gosh.
So where's
So
this?
yes. So is this honest enough? Honest enough?
I think it's them honest lah. I mean, even down to the days that I didn't reply, most likely I wasn't feeling well. I don't think I was in, because
No, you were away. You were away.
yeah, it's quite impossible. I
you
don't
were
reply
away.
because I hold my phone. My phone, I prep myself for replying message quite fast. But maybe really the message dropped until don't know where. Overseas usually, if you cannot reach me, IG should be able to reach me. But no if I don't even post IG, means I confirm sick already. Yeah. I have to go and record.
That's why I still need his wife and brother's number. Yes.
Yeah. I always reachable. Okay, thank you for sharing your most honest, uncut advice. And thanks for being thanks for showing that you are an example that in the team you can do well with the resources given, and you are a good example that actually when you put enough work on the ground and you be sincere to your clients and you really be relentless enough. What's the word?
Relentless.
No, I've 搞笑. When I say 搞笑, it's like must be shameless.
Shameless.
Hey, can you help me advertise or not? And I think that is the attitude that I personally, as a mentor-mentee, of course you see that the mentor they learn from me. Actually, we rub off energy, and I really salute her for her determination to really push forward to get things done. Like, we got some deals that this client that I told her before, wow, she really every few hours message me, hey, the client how? The client how? The client can exclusive finish. She really pushed me. And I think like with co-workers like this, really give us like reminders and reinforce the fact that we constantly have to stay hungry, stay positive, and do not say no because this person say no to you once. Because sometimes it takes 10 times of rejection to get that one yes. And I think you have proven, and congratulations. And I think what you achieve is really your own hard work. And please continue to do well and be a good example. And please start to build a team and be another one of my
champions.
Poster girl. I got a lot. I mean, a lot of them join me. I don't want to mention it because I cannot mention all names. They joined me. We all had nothing. Today, you have most of the things that you want and things that we never imagined we could. And I think we see the similar journey that you're going through now. And I'm very sure that you'll be one of them that will fight and do better.
God willing.
And not for the money, but to provide a better environment for everybody to do well and bring the best back to their families, and let real estate be the reason why their families are having a good life and for more generations ahead.
Amen.
Thanks for watching. Go follow Sarah. Go to her channel. Watch my interview. Go there and watch the previous podcast, and stay tuned to the next week's video because we post weekly real estate videos. Most of them will be about real estate investing and buying properties, but this time around we're doing a career series. If you enjoy content, let me know what else you want to know about, and I'll see you at the next week's video. Thanks, Sarah. Bye.
Marcus.